Forget the forums. The real revolver market in 2025 tells a different story, backed by cold, hard sales data, not opinions. Each month, Americans speak with their wallets, and what they're buying isn't always what gun blogs or YouTubers say they should. Number 4, it outsells every snubnose in its class, by a wide margin. Number 2, it's not from the brand you're thinking, and at least 3 revolvers on this list shocked even veteran shop owners. So before you trust recycled hype, hit subscribe and stay locked in with Firearms Zone. We bring you real-world numbers, field-tested insights, and no-nonsense firearm reviews. Let's count down the 10 fastest-selling revolvers in America and find out why these wheel guns made the cut. Number 10. Taurus 856 Defender. The revolver market includes 2 types of buyers: those who spend $2,000 because they can, and those who need reliable protection without taking out a second mortgage. The Taurus 856 Defender speaks directly to that second group, claiming the number 10 spot by offering genuine 6-shot capacity in a price bracket where most competitors offer only 5. This small-frame .38 Special has quietly become the gateway revolver for thousands of first-time buyers. While old-school enthusiasts might scoff, the sales numbers tell a different story. This Brazilian-made wheel gun outsells many heritage American brands by substantial margins. The 856 Defender balances compact dimensions with practical features like genuine fixed sights, instead of the gutter-like channels found on many snub-nose revolvers. Pros: budget-friendly price that's half of comparable Smith & Wesson models. True 6-round capacity in a frame size competitors fill with only 5 rounds. Proper sights you can actually see in less than perfect lighting. Surprisingly comfortable grip design that tames .38 Special recoil effectively. Hammer-fired design allows both single and double-action operation. Cons: double-action trigger pull measures a hefty 12+ pounds out of the box. Finish shows wear more quickly than premium competitors, especially on cylinder edges. Internal lock mechanism has occasional reported failures under heavy use. Limited aftermarket support for upgrades and customization. Quality control varies between production batches. Price: currently available from $329 to $389, depending on finish options and retailer, representing one of the most affordable options for a name-brand defensive revolver in 2025. Number 9. Ruger Wrangler. Anyone tracking firearm sales knows that rimfire guns dominate volume, and the Ruger Wrangler proves this rule applies to revolvers too. This budget-conscious 22 LR single-action sits comfortably at number 9 by hitting a perfect balance, Western aesthetics, and reliable function at a price that lets shooters buy 2 or 3 for the cost of 1 premium revolver. The Wrangler essentially repackages Ruger's legendary single-6 mechanism in a more affordable package by using aluminum alloy for the frame and simplified finishing processes. The Cerakote finishes, particularly the bronze and silver variants, move quickly from dealer shelves. While many buyers initially purchase the Wrangler as a casual plinker, they quickly appreciate its practical virtues. Whisper-quiet, suppressed shooting, nearly free practice sessions with bulk ammo, and the pure mechanical satisfaction of working that single-action hammer. Pros: exceptionally affordable entry point into single-action revolvers at under $200. Reliable feeding even with bulk pack ammunition that jams semi-automatics. Cerakote finish provides excellent corrosion resistance without traditional bluing costs. Transfer bar safety mechanism prevents accidental discharge when dropped. Simple, robust design requires minimal maintenance for decades of service. Cons: loading and unloading 1 cartridge at a time is tedious compared to swing-out cylinders. Fixed sights offer no adjustment for windage or elevation. Cast aluminum frame cannot handle higher pressure cartridges. Cylinder locks up with notably more play than premium Ruger models. Cold hammer can be difficult to manipulate for shooters with hand strength issues. Price: consistently priced between $179 and $219 across retailers, regardless of color option, creating an unmatched value proposition for new shooters, collectors wanting multiple colors, or those seeking an affordable training revolver. Have you chosen a .22 LR as your first revolver, or did you start with something more substantial? Drop a comment below about your first experience. Number 8. Smith & Wesson 642 Airweight. The J-frame Smith & Wesson has defined concealed carry for generations, and the 642 Airweight secures the number 8 position by selling to both first-time buyers and veteran carriers who appreciate its proven formula. Despite countless competitors attempting to dethrone it, this 5-shot special maintains its position through sheer practicality. It simply disappears in a pocket or ankle holster when needed. What's particularly noteworthy about the 642's continued sales success is that it achieves this volume despite costing significantly more than polymer-framed alternatives. The combination of an aluminum frame and stainless steel cylinder keeps weight at just 15 ounces unloaded, while maintaining sufficient durability for +P defensive ammunition. Pros: concealment dimensions that virtually disappear under minimal clothing. Established aftermarket with holster options for every carry position and body type. Sufficient mass to control standard pressure 38 special without punishing recoil. Hammerless design prevents snagging on clothing during critical defensive draws. Proven track record of reliability spanning decades of real-world use. Cons: limited to 5 rounds when many semi-automatics offer double or triple the capacity. Factory double-action trigger presents a significant learning curve for new shooters. Plus, P ammunition generates substantial felt recoil that challenges shot-to-shot control. Fixed sights provide limited aiming precision beyond intimate defensive distances. Premium pricing compared to mechanically similar competitors. Price: the Smith & Wesson 642 Airweight consistently commands $499 to $549 at major retailers, with occasional promotional pricing bringing it closer to $475. Number 7. Kimber K6S. When Kimber entered the revolver market, industry veterans scoffed. A 1911 manufacturer daring to reinvent the wheel gun. Yet, the sales figures don't lie. The K6S secures position number 7 by merging the seemingly contradictory worlds of ultra-compact dimensions with 6-round capacity, in a package that shoots like a much larger revolver. The K6S sits in a sweet spot by addressing the primary complaints about small-frame revolvers without sacrificing portability. Its cylinder measures merely 1.39 inches in diameter, despite housing 6 .357 Magnum chambers, the smallest such configuration on the market. Pros: 6-round capacity in a frame size traditionally limited to 5 shots. Exceptionally smooth double-action trigger pull requires minimal practice to master. Full stainless steel construction provides durability without maintenance headaches. Non-reflective matte finish prevents unwanted light reflection in tactical situations. 3-dot sighting system offers superior target acquisition in varied lighting. Cons: premium pricing places it beyond reach for many first-time revolver buyers. Unique parts design means limited gunsmith familiarity outside factory service. Minimal external hammer models reduce appeal for those preferring single-action option. Aggressive checkering can wear clothing when carried directly against the body. Limited production capacity sometimes creates availability gaps at dealers. Price: the Kimber K6S commands $899 to $999 for standard models, with premium variants featuring night sights or custom grips reaching $1,299 to $1,999. Number 6. Colt King Cobra. Few resurrections have stirred the revolver market like Colt's return to double-action wheel guns. The King Cobra claims our number 6 position by tapping directly into nostalgia, while delivering modern performance that satisfies both collectors and serious shooters. This isn't merely a case of trading on past glory. The new King Cobra genuinely shoots. When Colt ceased double-action revolver production in the late 1990s, prices for original snake guns skyrocketed to absurd levels. The reintroduced King Cobra strategically targets both longtime Colt enthusiasts and younger shooters who missed the originals. Built on a medium-frame chassis, yet chambered for .357 Magnum, the King Cobra balances power and controllability with unmistakable Colt DNA. From the full underlug barrel to the distinctive grip shape and factory brass bead front sight. Unlike some reintroductions that cut corners, Colt maintained critical features like the silky smooth trigger pulls that made the original snake guns legendary. What's particularly interesting about the King Cobra's sales success is how it outperforms competing .357 Magnum revolvers, despite commanding a price premium and offering fewer modern tactical features. Pros: distinctive Colt double-action trigger system provides exceptional pull quality. Solid stainless steel construction eliminates concerns about finish wear. Brass bead front sight provides superior visibility in varied lighting conditions. True 6-shot capacity without excessive cylinder diameter or weight. Genuine collectible potential alongside practical shooting performance. Cons: premium pricing reflects brand cachet rather than technical advantages. Limited aftermarket support compared to Smith & Wesson competitors. Heavier overall weight than comparably sized competitors. Less refined internal lockwork than original snake gun predecessors. 3-inch barrel variant, most in demand, but frequently unavailable. Price: the Colt King Cobra retails from $899 for the basic 3-inch model, up to $1,299 for special editions and variants, commanding a significant premium over technically similar competitors, primarily through brand heritage and perceived collectability. Number 5. Ruger SP-101. At number 5, we find the revolver that redefined overbuilt for an entire generation of handgun owners. The Ruger SP-101 earns its place through the perfect balance of 3 qualities other revolvers struggle to combine: compact dimensions, magnum power, and tank-like durability measured in decades rather than years. What's remarkable about the SP-101's continued sales dominance is that it hasn't changed significantly since its 1989 introduction. While competitors shifted to lighter materials and cost-cutting measures, Ruger stuck with solid stainless steel construction throughout. From the heavy-duty frame to the full-length ejector rod housing that prevents bending during aggressive reloads, the SP-101 established its reputation through countless torture tests, where owners subjected it to ammunition loads that would crack frames on competitors' revolvers. Pros: virtually indestructible construction handles decades of Magnum ammunition. Triple locking cylinder ensures perfect alignment for enhanced accuracy. Transfer bar safety system prevents accidental discharge if dropped. Readily accepts a wide variety of aftermarket grips for different hand sizes. Consistent availability of replacement parts and factory service when needed. Cons: significantly heavier than comparably sized aluminum-framed competitors. Factory double-action trigger pull requires substantial break-in period. 5-round capacity limits defensive capabilities compared to semi-automatics. Front sight replacement requires specialized tools or gunsmith assistance. Relatively thick cylinder makes concealability more challenging. Price: The Ruger SP-101 maintains consistent pricing between $749 and $899, depending on specific configuration, finishes, and sight options. Positioned firmly in the mid-premium category of defensive revolvers for everyday carry purposes. Do you prefer a lightweight alloy frame, or are you willing to deal with extra weight for the durability of all-steel construction? Share your preferences below. Number 4. Smith & Wesson 686 Plus. Reaching our number 4 spot, we find the revolver that professional shooters reach for when accuracy and versatility matter more than concealability. The Smith & Wesson 686 Plus dominates this position by offering 7 rounds of .357 Magnum firepower in a package that handles like a custom gun straight from the factory. The Plus designation matters. That extra round gives this L-frame revolver a meaningful capacity advantage over 6-shot competitors. Originally introduced as a duty weapon, the 686 has evolved into a do-everything platform embraced by competition shooters, serious enthusiasts, and those who recognize that slightly larger revolvers often deliver dramatically better shooting performance. The 4-inch barrel variant leads sales charts by striking the perfect balance between sight radius and handling dynamics. Pros: 7-round capacity provides meaningful advantage in competition and defensive use. Glass-smooth double-action trigger pull with consistent 10-pound weight. Full underlug barrel design reduces muzzle flip for faster follow-up shots. Precision rifled barrel delivers exceptional accuracy with a wide variety of loads. Robust ejector rod ensures positive extraction even with high-pressure rounds. Cons: size and weight make it impractical for concealed carry, except in winter months. Premium pricing places it beyond casual purchase territory for many shooters. Factory MIM, metal injection molded, parts not as refined as earlier forged components. Internal lock mechanism remains controversial among purists and collectors. Cylinder charge holes can develop flame cutting with heavy magnum use. Price: the Smith & Wesson 686 Plus commands $849 to $999 for standard variants, with performance center models featuring enhanced triggers and custom touches reaching $1,199 to $1,499, reflecting its position as a premium but accessible revolver option. Number 3. Chiappa Rhino. At number 3, we encounter the revolver that dared to reimagine what a wheel gun could be. The Chiappa Rhino breaks every established rule of revolver design, yet earns its position through compelling performance advantages that convert skeptics into evangelists with just a few trigger pulls. The Rhino's most obvious departure from tradition is its barrel placement at the 6 o'clock position, aligned with the bottom cylinder chamber rather than the top. This isn't mere aesthetics. It fundamentally changes how revolvers handle recoil. By lowering the bore axis dramatically, the Rhino directs recoil straight back into the shooter's hand, rather than creating the upward rotation that makes conventional revolvers harder to control. Pros: revolutionary low-bore axis reduces perceived recoil by approximately 60%. Flat-sided cylinder profile minimizes printing when carried concealed. Hexagonal cylinder provides timing advantages over traditional round designs. Available in multiple configurations, from 2-inch concealed carry to 6-inch target models. Unique aesthetic appeals to non-traditional revolver buyers. Cons: complex internal mechanism requires specialized gunsmithing knowledge. Unconventional trigger feel requires significant adaptation period. Higher price point than technically comparable conventional revolvers. Limited holster options due to unique frame dimensions. Proprietary parts with limited replacement availability. Price: the Chiappa Rhino starts at $999 for basic black 2-inch models. With premium finishes, longer barrels, and special editions commanding $1,299 to $1,899, positioning it firmly in the premium segment, with prices reflecting its unique design. Number 2. Ruger GP100. Our silver medalist needs no introduction to serious revolver enthusiasts. The Ruger GP100 claims the number 2 spot by embodying one word better than any competitor: dependability. This tank-like .357 Magnum has rightfully earned its reputation as the revolver that simply refuses to break, no matter how harshly it's treated. Unlike many firearms that achieve sales success through marketing or momentary trends, the GP100 continues to sell through pure word of mouth among shooters who've experienced its legendary durability. The brutally simple triple-locking cylinder system ensures perfect alignment through thousands of Magnum loads. The one-piece frame eliminates the traditional revolver weakness where the barrel screws into the frame. Pros: legendary durability handles literally tens of thousands of Magnum rounds. Cushioned grip system dramatically reduces perceived recoil even with hottest loads. Triple locking cylinder eliminates timing issues common in heavily used revolvers. Disassembles for cleaning without tools using simple push-button system. Consistent manufacturing quality ensures out-of-box performance without luck of the draw. Cons: significantly heavier than comparable Smith & Wesson frames, 42 ounces versus 38 ounces. Factory double-action trigger pull often requires gunsmith attention for smoothness. Less refined aesthetics with blocky appearance compared to competitors. Limited special edition offerings for collectors versus Smith & Wesson. Larger stocks make concealment more challenging for everyday carry. Price: the Ruger GP100 maintains consistent pricing from $799 for basic blued models to $879 for stainless variants, with distributor-exclusive models occasionally commanding premiums up to $999, offering extraordinary value considering its legendary durability. Number 1. Smith & Wesson Model 66. Standing alone at the top of America's revolver sales charts, the Smith & Wesson Model 66 takes our number 1 position by masterfully combining every quality serious handgunner's value: precision, power, versatility, and heritage, all wrapped in a package that's actually obtainable. Unlike so many premium firearms in 2025, the stainless steel K-frame has occupied this sweet spot in the market for decades. But the 4th-generation Model 66 represents the pinnacle of this platform's evolution. Chambered in .357 Magnum with a perfect 4.25-inch barrel, this configuration outsells all others by capitalizing on the ideal balance between carry potential and practical shooting performance. The K-frame dimensions hit the Goldilocks zone, substantial enough to absorb Magnum recoil while remaining manageable for shooters with average hand sizes. Pros: perfect balance between size, weight, and power absorption capabilities. Glass-smooth factory action that improves further with regular use. Adjustable sights allow precise zeroing for specific loads, from .38 Special to full Magnums. Classic lines and proportions that represent the archetype of what a revolver should be. Stainless steel construction offers corrosion resistance without additional care. Cons: 6-round capacity falls short of some competitors now offering 7 shots. Premium pricing reflects brand equity more than materials cost. Front sight replacement requires specialized tools or gunsmith assistance. Controversial internal lock mechanism included despite customer objections. M-I-M metal injection molded parts not as refined as earlier forged components. Price: the Smith & Wesson Model 66 retail pricing ranges from $849 for standard production models to $1,199 for limited runs and performance center variants with enhanced features. commanding a premium that buyers consistently prove willing to pay. And there you have it, the 10 fastest-selling revolvers in America this year. From budget-friendly snub-noses to premium .357 Magnum revolvers, these are the wheel guns that real shooters are buying, not just talking about. Some stick to tradition, others break the mold. But every one of them earned its place through real-world trust and proven performance. Got one of these on your hip or in your safe? Or is your go-to revolver missing from the list? Drop a comment below. We read them all. Subscribe to Firearms Zone for more data-backed reviews, field tests, and brutally honest rankings. We research, we test, and we share the truth behind the trigger.